Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Levenhagen. I am the internal recruiter here at Hirewell.
My name is Joel Algie. I do business development at Hirewell.
And this is our series, 90 Days In, where we interview new Hirewell employees, ask them about their interview and onboarding experience, as well as how their first few months at Hirewell is going.
I love this show the most because we get to meet people in their first 3 months and hear just the amazing stories of how they met the team, how things are going, and just generally how awesome Hirewell is.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into it. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Megan, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. You're traveling right now. Is that correct? Are you on the West Coast right now?
Yeah, I'm actually in Oregon currently.
Awesome.
Our first
How's
stop.
that been?
It's been good, but I'm ready for a change of scenery. We're in like a really small, like lower level of somebody's house, so it's cramped in here.
Okay, gotcha. Do you have another destination already mapped out?
Yeah, so this weekend we're actually headed to Seattle.
No
So,
way.
I'm super
That's
excited.
awesome.
Yeah, and then we'll be in
Good for
California
you.
after that. It's all planned out.
Awesome. Thank God for remote life, right?
Exactly. Yeah, honestly, if I was still working back in the office, this would not be possible. So, yeah.
I saw on your profile too. You have like digital nomad, which is pretty awesome on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, I just updated that. So we like are selling our house right now. So I'm from Texas, Dallas, Texas. And so we're in the middle of closing on our house to sell right now. So just living out of Airbnbs.
Super cool.
That's exciting,
Oh,
though.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. Awesome. Well, let's dive into it, Megan. We have a few questions for you. So, Megan, why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about the team you're on, kind of your position right now, and then when you joined Hirewell.
Yeah. So currently I am on the technology team here at Hirewell. I joined back in April and I am on kind of like the sourcing track to become like a recruiter, hopefully in the next like few months or so.
Super exciting. So how did you initially hear about Hirewell? We're always curious about that.
I feel like most people say the same thing, but LinkedIn. Joel, I actually had seen your stuff like previously, but I didn't realize you had worked at Hirewell. And so, yeah. And then like James's stuff had come up at one point. I actually work here, I feel like, because of Matt Tokar's, which is very random. I had seen a post that he had posted about like his daughter or something. And I was like, that looks like a cool company. I'll reach out. So yeah, here we are.
Well, I'm happy you did.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Awesome. And then, so like, think back to kind of the end of the interview process. You get the offer. How did you know that Hirewell was, the right place for you?
I think I knew from like the beginning I wanted to be here. Like after like Chokars had introduced me to you, Maggie, I was just like, she's so sweet, like love her. And then, you connected me with Mark on the tech team and I was just like, I love Mark, I adore him. And yeah, then I just started talking to everybody and everybody was like just so like welcoming and had like the same kind of energy. And I was like, yeah, this is where I see myself. So before you even offered, I was like, I'm going to take it.
For sure. I mean, I was in the same boat with every single conversation. I just liked it more and more, truly.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to put it, though. Everyone kind of having the same energy.
Job, Maggie, I'm curious about that. Who was running internal recruiting before you got here?
Yeah, so Ryan was basically leading the internal recruiting. So that was my first conversation with Ryan, which, of course, if anyone knows Ryan, that went wonderfully. I was basically sold from that first conversation, too. But then really just met with most of the practice managers, which, all of them are fantastic, Mark being one of them. So that really, just kind of sealed the deal for me.
So, Megan, we always like to ask this question as well. What has, I guess, exceeded your expectations? Or on the flip side, is there anything that's kind of like surprised you or caught you off guard now that you're here?
Yeah, I think coming from like a toxic agency environment, like I'm still getting adjusted, not like being micromanaged, and everybody is like actually so nice here, and like that shouldn't be like, I shouldn't be saying this because it's weird, but like it catches me off guard sometimes that so many people are so nice, and the fact that they're like willing to go out of their way without anything in return is just like bizarre to me.
And I think we all, like I've recently kind of transitioned into a new position, and it's really tough. It's like outside sales, and
Right.
I'm working really closely with James, and it's like every single day we go to meet. I'm
Mhm.
like, man, like I'm not, you just always like, oh man, like I'm not performing necessarily to where I'd want to be.
Right.
And at some agencies, I'd get the hammer on my head, like make 50 more calls, do this, do that.
That's
But
literally how it was. Just smile and dial. And like I have like I just have, weekly one-on-one with Mark because that's who I report to right now. And like it's only 30 minutes, but I feel like even those 30 minutes like isn't enough because we always like go over time, or if we don't, he's like, "Hey, I got to run. I got another call." And I'm like, "Wow, like I had to like meet with my manager at my last job like every single day." So so the one weekly one-on-one is just like I feel like it's not enough time with him, but like obviously he makes himself available if I need something. But yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
No, I for sure. I think it kind of goes with the theme, and this is how I felt like. It almost felt too good to be true, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I was first like kind of interviewing here or getting to know people, but like it really is what what you think it is or what you see. So for sure, I've
Yeah.
definitely been there. Well, Megan, we have just a few more questions. A little bit different of a vibe for these ones, but just a few get to know you questions. It might be the vacation that you're currently on, but what's your favorite vacation that you've ever taken?
My favorite vacation. I think when my husband and I went to London a few years ago, that was my favorite. It was pre-COVID, so things were still like normal and stuff, and it was great. Like we went at the worst possible time. We went in spring and it was like really rainy and cold, so we didn't like get to do a lot of like the touristy stuff, but we got to like live like a local, so that was really cool.
Joel, you lived there, right? Or at least nearby?
Well, yeah, so I'm from England originally, but more
Really?
of like the north of England. But yeah, I mean London's just a really really cool city to go to. Did by any chance you get to go to any football or soccer
I
games?
knew you were
We
gonna ask that.
did. We went to Chelsea because that's my
Ooh.
husband's favorite team.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be a negative reaction, Joel.
it's okay.
Who's your
I'm
team?
wearing the Liverpool shirt.
Oh,
yes.
you're wearing Liverpool.
I know.
Yeah.
He probably hates me. That's okay.
Yeah. He'd be like, "I'm never talking to this guy." No, I'm just kidding. My husband's a recruiter too, so he gets along with everyone. He's just as talkative as all of us, so.
So why isn't he over at Hirewell?
I know, we gotta work on that.
He's at Aquent, which is another big agency, and like they're very similar to Hirewell. They're just like marketing. Yeah, they do like digital marketing and stuff. So he should come be on our digital marketing practice.
Okay, if you ever want to introduce him to me, I'm right here. You know where to find me.
Yeah, for
Awesome.
sure.
And then, so I guess if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Do you have a like dream destination?
I really want to go to Greece, and I do want to go see the Northern Lights at some point soon.
For sure, I agree. That sounds
Yeah.
so cool. Cold though, probably, right? Anywhere you're gonna find the Northern Lights.
Yeah, for sure. They have these like little igloo things that you can stay in while you like watch the Northern Lights.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've definitely seen that. Probably on TikTok, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I've seen some.
probably.
But no, that would be so cool. I'm right there with you on that one. Awesome. Well, Megan, thank you so much for joining us. It was great to get to know you.
Thank you guys for having me. Great meeting you, Joel.
Great meeting you too. And now I know that you're. Are you a Chelsea fan too, or is it just your husband?
Don't hate me, but I do not care about sports. It's just my husband. I support his decisions, his soccer
There you
decisions.
Well, either way, awesome hearing about you, and I'm sure we'll be seeing on LinkedIn soon our newest promoted recruiter. That's what we're gonna
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it may be a bit, but we're getting there.
see.
Well, enjoy Seattle. You'll have to let us know how it is. You'll have to, take some pictures or something while you're there.
Yeah.
And
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, you can find all of the past episodes of 90 Days In at talentinsights.hirewell.com, along with tons of other amazing content. I'm your host, Joel, and this is
Maggie.
and we will see you next time. See you guys.
Catch you later.